Every day I'm on YouTube University, watching videos, seeing what's out there, trying to learn something new. A lot of things been going on outside of trucking. See, I try to keep up with the things inside of trucking and what's going on outside of trucking, especially the job market and this AI situation, school, college, what the kids are learning. I'm always, watching, listening, following people. Then of course I come over to trucking and I follow everybody that do trucking over here, seeing what's going on. Not much in the trucking world. We got one particular we got 3 people fighting for us right now, but I'm gonna get to that in another video about how they trying to get you guys more money because of this Trump's big beautiful bill where they got this no tax on overtime. You got OIDA trying to fight for all the truck drivers so that they can remove some old legislation so that these companies have to pay you guys overtime after 40 hours. And of course that'll put money in all truck drivers' pocket. But that ain't what this video is about. We gotta update you guys on what's going on outside the trucking world so you guys won't be left behind. Now, yesterday, you may or may not have heard, but I did share it on my community post. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, the one they all on the news trying to get you to think that he finna get deported and all this nonsense. He just came out with Grok 4 yesterday. That's right, Grok 4. Now, if you don't know what Grok 4 is, that's about the same thing as a ChatGPT or Gemini 2.0 or whatever other AI, software is out there. If you are a truck driver not using AI, strongly encourage you to download one of these AI platforms and start using it every single day. Me personally, I like ChatGPT, but because Grok 4 just came out yesterday, now it does cost if you want that Grok 4. I think the regular version is $29.99 a month, and then they got that Grok 4 Heavy Edition. That's $300 a year. ChatGPT, they also got a paid version, but both these Grok and ChatGPT got a free version. And for truck drivers, the free version is good enough. Is all you need for right now. If you want to upgrade and all that, that's fine. Me personally, I want to upgrade. I don't know if I want to do ChatGPT or Grok. I was going to do ChatGPT, but then Grok 4 came out, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to put my money over there. The reason why I don't mind paying for it is because ChatGPT have already earned me over $2,000. And I'll give you a quick rundown. I used ChatGPT to get all my money back from the Russians. The Russians was not able to defeat AI. That letter that y'all seen me wrote and mail out, all that stuff was AI. Got all my money back. So ChatGPT already made me just $1,800 just off the Russians. And then it's doing my YouTube and stuff, so I'm making even more money. So for me, it's a wonderful investment, okay? So like I said, if you're a truck driver, download the app today. Don't put it on pause. Don't wait till tomorrow. I don't want to hear nothing about you too old. That tech stuff is for these young guys. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then you already got enough skills to go download ChatGPT. Open your app store, go to the Play Store, go to the Apple Store, ChatGPT. What is he saying? ChatGPT. Download it. Make you an account. It's free. Start using it. Okay, use it for trucking. Angel, how do I use it for trucking? Give you an example. A lot of people don't know what the lanes out here pay. Lease drivers, company drivers. You guys have no idea. This freight that you're running, you have no idea what it pays. I'm going to show you how you can figure it out though. If you are a company driver and you out here pulling loads, you don't have any idea what the load actually pays. You just get sent per mile, but you always got in the back of your head, man, I wonder how much this freight in this trailer actually pays. Well, guess what? You got AI. They help you out. So what you gonna do? Now you can use any AI, but I'm just gonna show you on ChatGPT because I did this yesterday to charge Mr. Charlie $1,000 for them automotive parts on that 200-mile run. I had to ask ChatGPT, hey, how much should I charge Mr. Charlie? Okay, let me find it right quick. Drive-in rate advice. I think that's it right there. Oh, actually, it's not. But while I'm looking for this, I guess oh, okay, wait a minute. I think I found it. Okay, here we go. This is what I typed in. Let me see if I can show y'all first. 1 second. All right, this is what I typed in. Let me read it first. What rate should I ask for with a drive-in trailer? I typed in Lebanon, Tennessee to Homewood, Alabama. That's what the load picked up here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and it was going to Homewood, Alabama. They wanted it picked up by 1700, okay, which I think was 5 o'clock. They had a delivery time of midnight. So this was same day pickup, same day deliver. I put the weight in 42,800. Well, I actually put a little bit more on, I guess a typo, but 42,999 pounds is what I put. But anyways, I put the commodity being palletized flooring, and I asked it what rate should I ask this broker for. Okay, so let me show you if it can focus. Could be backwards. See if we can focus. Oh, you know what? I actually got a better way to do that. Do it this way. All right, let's do it this way. So as y'all can see, ChatGPT, that's what I typed in. I asked it question mark for the rate, as y'all can see. Now, all truck drivers get us a try with the freight in the lane you currently running, lease drivers, company drivers. Okay, this is what it says. For a drive-in load from Lebanon, Tennessee to Homewood, Alabama, roughly 200 miles, here's how you should approach the rate. 200 miles, 43,000 pounds, heavy load, palletized flooring, lightly no special handling, which is not. They wanted it picked up today by 5 p.m., delivered by midnight. It says it's time-sensitive freight. Rate per mile, $3.50 to $5 a mile, or a flat rate of $700 to $1,000. For the notes, why are you asking for this? Because it's an urgent load, it's heavy, and it's after hours, meaning after 5 p.m. It says try to get close to $850 to $1,000, but $700 is the minimum. It suggests asking for $950. You can justify this rate due to it being a last-minute booking. It's heavy weight. It's wear and tear on the brakes and fuel. It's a late-night delivery. Is inconvenient because you got to deliver at midnight. 1-day turnaround. If they push back from $950, don't go below $800 unless you already have nearby unless you already basically nearby to pick up and you just need to reposition. Okay, so type something along them lines in for whatever load you're doing. So let me give you some examples. Let's say oh, I gotta flip this back over. I'm like, where y'all go? Hold on. Okay, let's say you're doing food grade. You're a company driver. You pick up a load of syrup or chocolate or alcohol or something like that. You're a company driver. Well, type in, hey, I'm picking this load up at this plant in this city. Is going to this state over there. It's this many miles. Type in the product. Type in the weight. How much does this load approximately pay? And that'll give you an idea how much the load you paying is paying the carrier. Okay. You're a lease driver. You don't know how much the load paying for this drive-in, this reviews out here. You don't know what to ask the broker. What ChatGPT, Grok 4, it'll tell you exactly what to ask. Tell you exactly what to ask. So just trying to educate. See, the more we educate the truckers, the better off we are. Like, oh man, Andrew, I didn't even know no such system existed. That's free. That's free. ChatGPT is free. Yeah, you know, you guys be asking me how to get my money back. Hey, Andrew, how can I get my escrow account back from the Russians? ChatGPT, that's what got me back $1,800. All I did was copy and paste and did what it told me to do. If you're a lease driver though, you can also go to askalawyer.com. You go over there and ask some real lawyers for free and not the fee, and they also tell you how to get your money back. That's askalawyer.com, okay? But ChatGPT is free. If that don't work, which it is gonna work, but if you need a second opinion from an actual human, because you're a lease driver, more than likely you gotta go to court, askalawyer.com. You got plenty of people on there waiting to take your case and get your money back. But trust me, the trucking company gonna settle. They gonna give you your money. A lawyer send them, if a lawyer send one of these Russian trucking companies any type of demand letter, they will give you your escrow back. And you don't even need no lawyer. I didn't need no lawyer. Man, I got on ChatGPT, I said, look, Russians owe me $1,800 for this. What should I do? It said, send this letter, certified mail, expect your money in 30 days. I said, okay, cool. Copy, paste, printed the letter out, certified mail, $5, less than 30 days, I had all my money back, huh? Oh, and then I entertained y'all with it too. Got even more money off of it. I said, more, this is just, whoo, that AI boy. Whoo, what that AI boy. Whoo, boy, I'm making, whoo, this is a good investment right here. So Elon Musk coming out with Grok 4, shoot. I just saw on the news right before I started this video, they putting Grok 4 in the Tesla vehicles this week. So now everybody that's got a Tesla out here, now they got Grok 4 in the Tesla device. Guys, if you're a truck driver, I'm trying to tell you, do not let this world pass you by. You need to have some type of AI on your phone. And it ain't gotta be used just for trucking. You can ask that thing anything that you want. I'm trying to help you out. Trying to help you out. If you wanna know if the lease you in is a good idea, or if you should buy the cash truck, or what, any type of questions. For free. I need to see somebody in the comment, at least one person in the comment say, hey Andrew, I downloaded ChatGPT, man. As long as one person do it, that's one person, you know, we got a lot more to go, but the one is better than zero. Or at least somebody tell me, hey, I already got it, Andrew, I already hit it. Okay, what else was I gonna tell y'all about? Well, let's see what's on the notes. Applied for Tennessee Reconnect Scholarship. So I'm already eligible. I read over all the requirements that they had on their website. I qualify for everything. All the requirements I already meet. So I applied for the scholarship, and if approved, which I'm about 99% sure I'm gonna be approved, they're gonna pay for me to return back to college and get my associate's degree, which, like I said, guys, I only gotta take 2 or 3 classes, and it's online. So I'm still gonna be driving the truck. Trucking business ain't slowing down, it ain't stopping, none of that. It's just while I'm driving the truck, I'm gonna be, you know, taking an hour out of my day to go to class online. That's it, guys. And hopefully by the end of this year, depending on, you know, if I can take all the classes in this semester, then I will get my degree at the end of this year. But if not, it'll be when they graduate in May. May 2026. So which I'm okay with that too, because I figured I filled out the FAFSA form yesterday, and according to the FAFSA, I still got $7,300 in Pell Grants that I can still use. So I was thinking the Tennessee Reconnect Scholarship, if they pay for the whole, you know, associate's degree, which guys, it's not much. It's only about $2,000 that they would be paying. Like I said, if they don't pay it, I could pay it out of pocket. But according to, like I said, the website, I'm overqualified. I'm 99% sure they're gonna give it to me, which is why I'm preparing to go ahead and go back, because, you know, it's not a long, for me it's not long term. It's just something that, you know, okay, Andrew, you go 3-4 months and boom, you got your degree. Okay, it's not about how I'm gonna use the degree. I'm none of that. I'm driving a truck. I'm trying to figure out what can I do while driving this truck and making money. Okay, well, if I got pulled over for an hour, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that. I pull over for an hour to watch YouTube anyway. Pull over for an hour to talk on the phone. Pull over for an hour just to hang out at the truck stop, you know, maybe take a shower or something. Or if I'm in the oil field, working shifts, shoot, you doing shifts in the oil field, you sitting 12 hours. So, like I was saying, if the Reconnect paid for the scholarship, and FAFSA is saying I got $7,300 that I'm able to use towards the university. If I get the associate's degree and that Pell Grant, which is like on the website it says $7,300 is what I got available. If that pays for the junior year of my if I went back for a bachelor's degree, if that pays for the junior level year, or maybe I gotta add maybe 2,000 to it or something, because I don't know what these schools are charging nowadays. I have no idea. I ain't been in school in 10 years, but what I'm saying is, if that's paying 3/4 of the way, maybe, or all of it, or maybe I gotta pitch in a little bit, I may go ahead and, hey, go ahead and do the junior. If it's free, I ain't gotta be in no debt, nothing like that. I'll go ahead and take the junior year, and then if I pass the junior year, if I got to fund senior year, I don't mind coming out. Now, if I make it all the way to senior year, I just come out of my pocket for whatever, $14,000, $15,000. Okay, cool. That ain't no problem to me, you know. And give me my bachelor's though. Give me my bachelor's. Yeah. You gonna get? Come on now. Come on with it. I didn't have no plans at all of going back to school. We had talked about this subject in the past, but it was dealing with trade school. Remember I was talking about going to trade school so we can learn something outside this trucking? We was looking at, you know, being an electrician and going down the tradesman route. But as I got ready to explore that topic again, I said, well, let me look at these Tennessee transcripts. Let me run this through ChatGPT. That's what I did. I ran it through chat. I said I took a picture. Oh, that's another thing. You can take a picture of the rate card. You can take a picture of the BOL, upload it in the ChatGPT, and then you can ask it questions. Okay, you can upload photos in here and ask it questions about the photo, and it'll tell you. So I took a picture of my transcripts. I went and uploaded to ChatGPT, and I said, hey ChatGPT, look, I don't plan to go back to finish no bachelor's degree. How close am I to associate's degree? And that's when it told me, brother, you got 50 credits. You only need 10 more to get an associate's degree. You looking at 1 semester. Huh? That's all? That's all? Wait a minute, hold on now. That's all? Shoot, hold on. That's all? Shoot, wait a minute. That's all? 1 semester? I can find time to do that? How much is 1 semester? $180 per credit, and you only need 10 credits, about $2,000. Well, then it said, but Andrew, if you go back at your age, you can go and apply for the Tennessee Reconnect Scholarship and go for free. I said, well, what is that? What is free? Hold on now. I went on the website and I read it and I applied, and I'm still waiting to see if they're going to accept me for the scholarship. But like I said, 99% sure they are. You never know. You never know. But okay, well, if it's free and I only got to do 1 semester and it's online and I can continue getting this trucking money, then why not? I don't see. I ain't got nothing to lose. What does it matter if I fail? What does it matter if I don't show up online? I ain't got to pay nothing. That's all I'm saying. Shoot. Now, of course, since I've been thinking about this, leads me into my last subject, the bachelor's degree. The bachelor's degree. As y'all know, Donald Trump passed this big beautiful bill, and one thing that was in this big beautiful bill, this big budget, big, huge, massive, was this, I don't remember the amount, but it was a big amount for the government, you know, for the military. Let me ChatGPT this figure out. Let's ask ChatGPT how much was the budget. Let me think of the question. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you today?
In Trump's big beautiful bill, how much was the budget for the military?
The budget for the military in the United States is determined through the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, which is passed by Congress each year. There have been several defense budgets under different administrations, including during Donald Trump's presidency. For example, the National Defense Authorization Act for the fiscal year 2020 allocated about $738 billion for the Department of Defense. If you have a specific year in mind or a particular bill, let me know and I can provide more detailed information.
How much was it for 2025 in Trump's big beautiful bill?
On July 4, 2025, President Trump signed the One Big Beautiful Bill, allocating $157 billion to military spending. This includes $25 billion for the Golden Dome missile defense system, $12.5 billion.
Oh, okay, there we go. It was a little off at first. You see how I had to ask the question again? You see how I got it? And one of y'all got on here in the comments, Andrew, is that pre-programmed? See, that's what I'm talking about. Only a truck driver think that's pre-programmed. Andrew, you know you can no, you can't Google it. Guys, you can't Google it. Not that fast. Or maybe you can, I don't know, but shoot, if you can Google it, we wouldn't be investing all this money in the AI. But it says 157 billion was allocated to military spending. 25 billion was for the Golden Dome missile defense system. I've been looking it up on the internet. YouTube in particular. Matter of fact, if you look in the comment section, I'm gonna put 1 or 2 videos that I want y'all to go check out. It's people that's over in these industries and how much money they talking about earning, you know, and dealing with, you know, these particular sectors of government jobs. Okay, a lot of these people are talking about at minimum they make 100,000. That's the minimum. But a lot of these people are talking 200,000, 250,000, 300,000, 10% being given to their, you know, 401ks and things like that. And they was telling me the main jobs are right here, well not here, but down in Huntsville, Alabama, is where the main jobs is at, which is only like maybe 2 hours tops from where I'm at. I'm like, okay, there's some money down south. I did make a lot of money in Alabama now with a pneumatic trailer, but you telling me there's some more money down there outside of trucking? I need to shoot. We can go down south now. Big Ward, why there's some money down there, Big Ward? Big Ward, he all the way in Mobile though. I got some people in Birmingham. Lottie Dottie, why you didn't tell me about Huntsville? What's going on in Huntsville? Lottie Dottie, what's going on in? Oh, we still, Lottie Dottie's still missing. How many days? We got, let me get this calendar. How long this boy been missing? Okay, boy, these people go missing, boy. Okay, what's today's date? Today's the 10th. He been missing since what? I lost track of when he went missing. Okay, I ain't heard from him since before the 4th of July. We gonna say he been missing all of July. So today is the 10th. So when we find Lottie Dottie, we'll let you guys know. But right now he missing, and y'all know when these lease drivers go missing, y'all already know what that means. I have no idea when they gonna pop up, but eventually they'll pop up. But so y'all hear what the budget is, right? So what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing from all these people in that industry is that, you know, there's a lot of hiring going on, and these jobs, these jobs dealing with that military budget, that Golden Dome program, all that defense stuff, they paying these guys $200,000 and $300,000. Like I said, big 401ks, they paying to relocate them, all remote work, all kinds of stuff. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you though. For the most part, from what I'm seeing, a lot of them do want you to have a bachelor's degree, which is why I don't mind going to get my associate's degree, because like I said, I can have that by the end of the year, hopefully. But a lot of them do require a bachelor's degree, but there is a catch though. Some of them only require you to have certifications, in which a lot of truck drivers can go and get these certifications for little or nothing. You know, little or nothing. Maybe $300, $600. You know, do your research. I'm gonna put the links in the comments. Not trying to, I gotta do my disclaimer. But there's a different disclaimer. This video is not to encourage you, influence you, or try to get your mind thinking about how you can escape Mr. Charlie Ferris wheel. That ain't what this is. This ain't no video about how the lease driver get off the Ferris wheel. I gotta tease the lease drivers, okay? Nah, I'm just playing. But lease driver, if you want off the Ferris wheel, I do think you can at least look into it, you know, because anybody can get these certifications. You know, it's like I said, you may have to pay some money. You may have to pay some money, but it ain't a lot. It's something that everybody can afford, okay? But just something to look into, think about. You know, I'm definitely looking into it. I'm looking into it. They come back and say, hey Andrew, man, look, we gonna go ahead and pay for your associate's degree. All right, cool. I'm why not? Why would I not do it? Huh? That's just another piece of paper to add to my wall. That don't mean nothing to nobody but me. You know what I'm talking about? It don't mean the title don't mean nothing. The deed don't mean nothing. If I bought a house today cash, nobody gonna be happy. So you better do it for yourself, huh? You better do it for yourself. But I'm about 26 minutes in. It got me thinking again. Okay, well, if I rotated into government tech, it then requires me to move into other areas of the United States that I didn't quite have, you know, listed on, you know, my states to buy a home at, you know. So the question then becomes, should I put buying the house on hold, not getting the mortgage? Because if I go down this bachelor's degree route, I have no idea, you know, it's extremely hard for me to plan past the future, because I wouldn't know what I'm gonna be doing in the next 5 years if I go all the way with the bachelor's degree. You know what I mean? It's not something I can plan for. And like I said, a lot of these jobs may require you to move to either Alabama. I saw something up there in Maryland. They got Raytheon and Lockheed Martin and places like that. So some of these jobs, I think they down there in Georgia too. No, they said they coming out of Georgia. They told me Georgia wasn't a good area. A lot of the Georgia stuff moved over to Huntsville, Alabama. So, you know, but just something to look into, man. You know, you got these guys out here. I mean, they own. I'm telling you right now, they are on YouTube talking about how you can go from 0 to 90 days, $100,000 with government tech. I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just saying this is what they promoting. I'm just gonna put some links. You go from now, okay? You go from now. But what I will tell you as a truck driver is, you better do something, because this 10 years from now, if you think it's tough right now as a truck driver, 10 years from now, if you ain't got no skills, McDonald's, you can be the greeter at Walmart. You see how many greeters, you see they 70 years old greeting at Walmart. You didn't get it right, you know, during your lifetime. So I'm just saying, you know, you driving the truck, I'm driving the truck. I'm gonna be taking classes in the truck. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some ideas. But the main thing to take away from this video, ChatGPT, NVIDIA. For all my people in stock, y'all seen NVIDIA hit an all-time high. Now I know, brother, I forgot the one dude name that kept teasing me for like, I don't know, like a couple of months straight. Was it Tom? Was it Tom? Was it Tom? One of y'all was constantly teasing me about a year ago. Tom or something. Man, I forgot the name. But what you guys learned watching NVIDIA stock go to like 165, Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high. You think about how much time you had to put as much money as you can into NVIDIA. You know, when it was $120, went down under 100, came back up, just all that time, and then all of a sudden today, 164 and climbing towards 200. That's what we call free money that you don't have to work for. I mean, yeah, you gotta drive the truck and put money in, but all that growth, that's free money, and it's gonna continue to climb for the next 5 to 10. It's just gonna continue to climb. Bitcoin, it just hit a new all-time high. mean, y'all on this, y'all don't want to invest no money. I don't want to own nothing. I don't want to own no assets. You ain't got to. You ain't got to. I'm thinking about using this truck while I'm studying for this. If I go all the way with it, I'm just gonna drive the truck, take all the money I'm earning, put it in the stock market. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I ain't got no other use for the money. No other use for the money. But also trying to fund my way out of this trucking thing, because I know better. I already know this thing ain't, to me, this thing, we ain't got no 10 years in this crap. Shoot, we ain't got no 10 years. But what I do know is that budget right there, they in that field, they got 10 years. If you go to ChatGPT and type in, what is the likelihood, let's just, I do it myself. Hello? Are you here? Hello? Hello? Oh, what the hell? Hello? Hello?
Hi there, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got a question. What's the likelihood that cybersecurity jobs will be here, let's say 2040?
Cybersecurity is definitely a growing field. As technology advances, the need for cybersecurity professionals is expected to keep increasing. With more devices, data, and systems connected to the internet, there will always be a need to protect sensitive information from cyber threats. So it's pretty likely that cybersecurity jobs will continue to be in demand in 2040 and beyond.
AI has put out most of the software engineers and some of these other tech jobs. Why would cybersecurity still be here versus AI putting them out of business?
That's a great question. Even though AI and automation are changing many fields, cybersecurity is unique because the threats are constantly evolving. Cyber attackers are always finding new ways to exploit systems, so there will always be a need for skilled professionals to stay ahead of those threats. AI can certainly assist in identifying patterns and automating certain tasks, but human expertise is essential for interpreting complex situations, making strategic decisions, and responding to incidents. Plus, as technology advances, new cybersecurity challenges will arise, ensuring that the field remains relevant for the foreseeable future.
I'm a truck driver right now. How can I go about getting into this field while still driving a truck?
Getting into cybersecurity
Say it
while
again.
driving a
What the hell? Hello?
Getting into cybersecurity while driving a truck is definitely possible. Here are some steps to get you started. 1. Online courses. Look for online cybersecurity courses that fit your schedule. Websites like Coursera, edX, and Udemy offer flexible learning options. 2. Certifications. Start with entry-level certifications like CompTIA Security Plus, which can be studied at your own pace. 3. Hands-on practice. Use virtual labs and simulations to practice your skills. Platforms like TryHackMe or Hack the Box can be great for this. 4. Networking. Join online communities and forums related to cybersecurity to learn from others and stay updated on industry trends. 5. Time management. Set aside specific times during your breaks or off hours to study and practice. By balancing your current job and learning, you can gradually transition into a cybersecurity career.
ChatGPT, y'all use it however you want. Like I said, I'm gonna put those links down in the comment section for all y'all that want to look at, what they talk about in the tech world. You click them on your own. It's YouTube. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know these people. Just videos I watch. But main thing I'm doing with my trucks is how can I get this money into the stock market? Because one thing I know about the stock market, Mr. Charlie money, and whether he go to work or not, still growing in the stock market. Nvidia's going up. I know they tricked you when they got Tesla price down. They crossed back over 300. Palantir's still going up. the S&P 500, the Dow Jones. All this stuff is coming back. I know they told you, you know, hey, anytime a Republican in office, stock market never hit an all-time high and all this BS they be telling you about it. Oh, it hit an all-time high, all right. Oh no, it's up there. It's up there. The question is, did you have money in? Say, Andrew, man, I don't want to buy it. Everything is too high. No, it's a continuous bull market. Even though it may be at an all-time high today, 5 years from now, guys, this ain't nowhere it is. Just look backwards. Just go backwards. Some people say, well, Andrew, what do you recommend as far as the stock market? I only recommend, number one, ETF. That's what I recommend for truck drivers, going to get you an ETF to follow the S&P 500. That way you can continue driving the truck. You ain't got to be on your phone all day trying to flip the sell button because you losing money left and right. ETF. Get you a technology ETF and just be done with it. Just put your money in the ETF, be done with it. That's really the safest route if you ask me, you know. But if you want to do the single stocks, then I only recommend buying companies that's in the S&P 500, one of the top 500 companies, you know. But all this stuff, that's at your risk. Not trying to get nobody to invest, go to school, get a bachelor's degree, get a truck, none of that. You continue doing what makes you happy. Like Josh said yesterday, what makes him happy is doing 4,000 and 5,000 miles every week for the last 10 years straight. Oh, and not having what? A tricycle. So for all this riff-raff and running he doing, all this zigzagging all over the planet.